Good morning. Welcome to day number 12 of the Aquarian Shift Activation Meditations. Let's go ahead and come into our circle, sitting shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, side by side. And let's bring all of our focus and attention into the center of our circle, our eyes, ears, nose, mouth, all of the pores of our skin, everything, the heart center, the throat center, the solar plexus center, the belly, the hips, everything toward the center of our circle, coming together as one at that focal point of existence where everything comes into being, and we sit together in this space as one, and we call on our source in the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. We call on you, we ask you to send your vibration of your pure divine light. And just imagine this pure divine light streaming into the center of our circle. And let this light meet all of your senses. All of your senses, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your pores of your skin, every bit of your being that takes in information into your physical body from this material realm. Let this light filter through all of those receptors and travel all the way into your nervous system and cleanse and heal all the patterning, the old patterning from your nervous system and from your physical body. And all of that old patterning, that stuff that has you on alert from things that happened in the past that might come again in the future. Let's let all of that just be cleansed. Be cleansed with this pure divine light as it is absorbed into your body. Let your body take it in like a sponge. Again, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, all of your energy centers and all of the pores of your skin. And let this wash and cleanse and purify, releasing you from your expectations based on paths that might happen again in future, right? Releasing the past and the anticipation of the future and being present in the here and now, right where you are as you are, letting all of this be cleansed and purified with this pure divine light. Now today, we are going to travel through where we've been and add to today, sitting in the eternal divine essence, the eternal divine essence. The divine name that we're going to add, for those of you who know divine names and sound codes, is Samad. Samad, S-A-M-A-D. S as in Sam, A, M as in Mary, A, D as in David. Okay, and this is the name for the eternal, and we'll get into the sound codes of it in a minute. This is the eternal, always present. So let's call on the unconditional love, the vibration of unconditional love to fill our virtual circle and all of our space. And let this vibration of unconditional love just stream. Let it touch into your heart center. Let your heart center, the funnel of energy from the front of your heart space, be like a breathing portal that you can inhale in through this portal all the way into the depths of your being. And as we call in this vibration of unconditional love, let this unconditional love stream down. Stream down. Let your heart center tip up and let this flow of unconditional love stream into your heart and through this funnel, streaming gently into your heart. And let your heart catch it and receive it. Let it catch it and receive it, and allow yourself just to, your conscious body, fall back into your body just a bit. And it's like you're leaning up against the front of your spine, and you're in this vertical core, the flow of this vertical core of energy that runs through the top of your head, through the core of your body, along the front of your spine, and down through your base. And let yourself just fall back into that and rest into that, and let this funnel come catch this unconditional love and just funnel it all the way through your heart center, all the way through into that vertical core, and rest in that waterfall. Let that waterfall flow over you gently. And again, let yourself be like the sponge that's drinking in the unconditional love, drinking the unconditional love into your heart. And again, allow your heart to be loved by the love that is loving, by the loving of the love. Just let your heart receive that love and feel that love and drink that love in, receive that love all the way into the depths of your heart. Feel loved, be loved. And breathe it in and let your heart love the feeling of being loved. Let your heart love the love and the lovingness of the love. Let your heart be love. Love the love. And as we come together, let's call on Rahman, the ocean of eternal compassion, the cosmic womb of our existence. And let's rest into that ocean. Remember the poem. These forms we seem to be are cups floating in an ocean of living consciousness. Be the ocean and allow your cup to just float and sink. Don't be the cup with the dry rim. Let it float and sink and flow in this ocean. So you feel the ocean moving through your cup, your open cup, and you feel your open cup floating in this ocean, being one with ocean. So let yourself flow and float and sink and swim with this ocean, right? We swim in it and drink it in. And we call on the divine name of Rahim, which is the ocean of eternal compassion that is specifically available for your cup, for when you need it, and when we always need it, right? This is the compassion and the mercy and the complete and total love and acceptance that's embedded in that. So let this fill your cup now. Your cup is this receptor and reflector of this ocean. It's the receptor and the reflector of this ocean. So let your cup be filled with Rahim. 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 And now through this funnel, through your heart center, let's let your consciousness drop into your heart. Let it drop into your heart and float down through the funnel of your heart center, all the way down to that point where the funnel meets the vertical core, right? Your body is, you have an energetic vertical core that runs through your body, and you have these subtle energy perceptors that come off of that and move through your body, and they take in subtle energy information from the outer world, from outside of your body, and transfer that into your body. So let this heart center that is just drinking in and breathing in this unconditional love, let yourself, your consciousness float and land right down into that point where the funnel meets the vertical core and hang out right there. And this we call in the divine name Al-Mutakabir. Mutakabir. Right? The fluid existence, the mystery from creation through that focal point into the light. Mutakabir. So breathe that name and those sound codes across that door sill where those two worlds meet, where the individuated divine heart center meets with the vertical core that is connected with the all that is. Breath of spirit. It's all breath of spirit. So as you hang out right there, right between those two worlds, let that door sill be washed and cleansed, opened, And again, releasing any clinging or attachment that you have to the cause and effect and the conditional of our material realm, of our 3 and 4D existence in this material realm of space and time. Let yourself cleanse and wash away and release any attachments to that material. And again, be the ocean, be the ocean, be the ocean. We can bring our hands into this hand position, fingertips together, spread apart, facing out, and the thumbs touching into the center of the heart center, right into the eye of the heart, and turning toward that Aquarian gateway, opening to that Aquarian gateway, receiving in the template of information, receiving in the template of information, the encoding to activate our consciousness, our awareness, to live and exist within this 5th dimension of the realm of consciousness that is not dependent on and attached to the time and space realm. Right? So receive that information. This is the realm of unconditional love and compassion. The realm of unconditional love and compassion. It is based in thoughts and ideas and formations that flow and harmonize together in a way that's very different from that world that we're moving from, right? So we call on Bari as, let's see, did we call on colic? Let's say colic first. Colic is the thought forms and the concepts of this template, this information that you're receiving. Let this come in and let it template your field with this big picture knowledge. Let it template your field with the big picture knowledge. And then we call on Bari, that begins to cut the big picture, the big cloth into its individual pieces, and each individual pieces takes on its individual attributes and its relationship of harmony and flow with each other. So all of that information then gets encoded, and al-musawwir, that then brings it into shape and form. And this is taking shape and form within your body, and your essence, your existence is taking form and shape within this new realm of unconditional love and compassion. This is you being the you that will flourish and flow and exist in this realm of consciousness of unconditional love and compassion. So that's al-musawwir. And breathe that in, and then we call on the divine name of Zahir, which is Zah, the manifest, the evident, the apparent, and breathe that in, the breath of spirit, into the radiant light of your being. And take this into your cellular consciousness. Let it crystallize and become concrete within your cellular consciousness, within the physical form of your existence. Right, so your physical form is taken on this encoding, this templating from this new realm of unconditional love and compassion. So let your physical form completely take that in and be Zahir. And then we call on Batin, which is now the soul, bringing in the soul and weaving this new template, this information into the soul, harmonizing body and soul together, interweaving this templating and all of the information that you need to be a being of unconditional love and compassion, and to exist in the realm of unconditional love and compassion without the past. Okay, Ba'ith is away from the past and toward this, through this focal point, into this realm of existence. This is like the new cells generating with this new templating and the old cells dying off. Okay, so regenerate your body And through this awakening and regeneration and revival and resurrection into this era, in this realm of unconditional love and compassion. Be body and soul, unconditional love and compassion, immersed in an entire realm, an entire world of unconditional love and compassion. Let go of everything else that is not. Okay, letting go of everything that is not. And then we brought in the divine name of AQUARIAN. You as the being that you are, now traveling through that portal, AQUARIAN, through that portal of the pre-eternity, or to the pre-eternity, the existence beyond the time and space realm. The first, and there is no first, because there is no dependence on time and space. AQUARIAN, the realm of pre-eternity. Let yourself travel through that portal now. Travel through that portal. Let your divine and your guides take your hands and your heart and move you. Let it move you into this new realm. Right? And then we bring in Ba'ith, born again through that focal point, sloughing off the dead cells, sloughing off the dead skin, leaving, if you're like, the caterpillar that sloughs off its outer skin that doesn't fit anymore as it grows, the butterfly that emerges from the chrysalis to have new life, Ba'ith. And then yesterday, Hamid, which is to be in awe, in just awestruck, and that awe-inspiring reverence that just like makes your heart bow down in gratitude and melt into a whole pool of just gratitude, thankfulness, awe of the magnificence of living in unconditional love and compassion. Unconditional love and compassion, like this is where like nothing is left out. Unconditional love and compassion for all of existence, and everything harmonizes and flows together in a realm where everything is cared for and we all love and care for each other. We are not in the separation that we've been in before, but we are in the existence of the unified being. We are in a state of a unity of love and harmony and flow, compassion, caring for each other, nurturing each other, giving to each other, loving each other. Hamid, the awe-inspiring reverence of that which is worthy of falling down in praise and melting into a pool of gratitude. And then today we call on the divine name of Samad, which is the eternal, that which exists forever. And it's an unconditional, unchanging, eternal existence, an eternal reality of that which is beyond the time and space realm, right? Samad, the eternal. And it's that which is unchanging, never changes. If you got the email today, I included a quote from one of my teachers, Fauzia. She's the daughter-in-law of my teacher and an incredible teacher in her own right. And she wrote the book, Divine Names, 99 Healing Names of the One Love. And about Samad in that book, she wrote, everything flows toward a Samad in a continuous process of return and connection, like the fish swimming to the ocean, in which it is, like the fish swimming to the ocean in which it is. So this is, it reminds me of a recurring dream that I used to have at the beginning of my days of seeking. I had this recurring dream that I was in a building in downtown, in a building. It was a 3-story building, and the water started rising, like rising from the street and filling the building. And it was rising and rising. And I was like, oh no, got to get to higher ground. And I went up to the second floor and the water rose again. It's like, oh no, got to get up to the higher ground. I went up to the next floor and it rose again. And then it's, oh no, I got to get up to the higher ground. I went up to the roof and it was still rising. And it was like up to here. And I was struggling to try to like stay afloat and breathe and it's struggling. And then this voice, majestic voice, just came in and said, just swim. And at that point, I relaxed and I just dissolved into the ocean, like the cup floating in the ocean. We try to stay afloat and keep the rim dry, right? Be the ocean, be the cup. And let yourself, just as you float in this ocean of this eternal existence, of this new reality, this new era of the eternal, the consciousness, the fifth dimension, the unconditional love and compassion. Let yourself immerse into that and let your entire being be embedded in this unity consciousness, right? And in this place, this is that place where, you know, it is the eternal, it is unchanging, it is solid, rock solid. It is rocks, it is like the rock solid rock, where any place where you feel neediness or hesitance or worry or concern, you can bring that into this place, right? This is your rock. This is your rock, right? And so bring any of that feeling of need, that feeling of what am I getting into here, or any questioning, any doubt, bring it to this realm of Samad. Asamad. And take from this rock, embed yourself in this rock of eternal existence of the unified being. And that let's play with the sound codes, right? This is like the waves of the waves of that fluid existence, right? The sound waves of the fluid existence. It's the sound waves of the fluid existence. And then ad, right? Ad is that meeting the needs and plugging all of the gaps in the existence. So if there are any unmet needs, any gaps within your being, this is Samad. And it's the sound waves of the fluid existence, filling all of the gaps and the needs, right? Samad, right? That D is that divine life energy, right? Meeting and all of the needs and filling the gaps. So if there's anything that feels incomplete in you, or feels like unsatisfied or uncertain, let this Samad, it's not two M's in there, just one. Samad. It's S as in Sam, A, M as in Mary, A, D as in David. Samad. So let's play with those sound codes. And the it's the sound waves rippling through the fluid existence. So let these sound waves ripple through your fluid existence and feel your entire being embedded with the sound waves of the fluid existence, right? And let this fluid existence fill any of those places of need or any of the uncertainty, any of the gaps within yourself, and allow yourself to rest, to drop into this ocean, and invite in every bit of you that knows trust. So let any part of you that knows trust and certainty to come forward and be met in these places, meet these gaps in needs inside yourself. So some the some let that again be like that pebble that drops right into the center of the ocean, and that ocean in your heart. Let that drop right in there and create that ripple, right? That circle of ripples that run through your body, through the fluid essence of your body. Everything in your body contains water. So let that water just welcome through that ripple, and let that sound waves that are floating on that ripple, let them fill every gap, plug every gap, and fill every need within your being. As is floating in the ocean, they're swimming in the ocean, there is existence within the ocean. It's like this is a solid component of the ocean, right? As a solid security and certainty within the ocean. So let yourself take that in and feel that. Just make that intention to feel that certainty coming into your body, and the security and the completeness and the wholeness, right? And let it transform you. Let it transmute any place of uncertainty inside of you. Let it transmute any of the doubt or the fears, and let yourself be solid. Solid certainty, complete, whole, sound within this existence of eternal divine essence. Samad, 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 Samad. I invite you to play with this sound code as you move through your day today. And again, take in that certainty. Now, let's close this out with breathing that in, that samad. Breathe those waves of the samad, the sound waves of the eternal existence. Breathe it all the way into the very core, center core of your body. Breathe it all the way in to your core. And as you exhale, let that just drop you down right into your pelvic bowl, and let yourself fall right into that center, very center of your pelvic bowl. Halfway front to back, halfway side to side, right there in the center. That's your center of gravity. Let yourself drop down right into that point. Feel your presence there. And be the certainty, be the eternal existence, be the light, the love, the compassion, be the ocean, be the drop, and be be solid, certain, and secure in your body. And one more thing, just as a note, I was been talking earlier about the letter Ba in the Arabic language, which is that cup like this with the dot underneath it, and that dot being the focal point, right? That focal point of creation. The Nun, which the meaning of the Ba is the focal point. The meaning of the Nun, the N in Arabic, it's like that cup closes up a little bit, and that dot is right here in the center of it. And when you think about, I was thinking about that pelvic bowl, right? And this place of your I am presence being right there in that center of gravity, that power center in the center of your belly that sits inside that pelvic bowl. This is manifestation, right? And that is also where the womb center is in the female, so that is that place of coming into manifestation. It's just something I was thinking about as we were doing that. So earlier, I've been thinking about it throughout. So let yourself sit in that pelvic bowl with your energy and your focal point right at that dot, right in the center. And that is your point of manifestation, the manifestation which contains the pure divine light and all of the manifest and the hidden as one. All right. And with that, I'll end today's meditation. I thank you very much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.